Good morning, guys. It is 6 a.m. I'm about to go wake Jackson up. I woke up at 4:30 and I think it was just like anxiety. I could not go back to sleep. I usually can't go back to sleep, but I really woke up like my heart racing, and I just think I'm anxious because I have so much stuff to do today. And I get anxious because I worry I'll go into ADHD paralysis with stress, and then I won't accomplish anything, and then I'll leave it to the very last minute, and then I'll do everything under pressure and then be exhausted. So I'm trying to prevent that. But I think I got in my head while I was asleep, and because I had a dream about the camp out that I forgot something. So about to go wake Jackson up. He's like excited because it's a non-uniform day, and he like picked his outfit out he's gonna wear. Also I was like checking when I was down here. I did what I could do that wasn't loud, which means I couldn't do a lot to get ready for today. But I was also going through making sure I printed all the forms I needed to print for my kids, that I made sure I texted everyone last night because we still have a meeting today. Like I have a scout meeting today on top of all the stuff I need to do. We had an adventure to get done, but I also had to make sure as a mom to remind them not to worry about their uniforms tonight. And I'm not going to worry about mine because mine's already packed. I did pack my bags last night. Those of my scouts that are going on this camp out with us, they have flag ceremonies on camp out. So like you have to have your uniform on the camp out. And so I made sure to tell all the parents in my group text, like, hey, don't worry about it. Like, cause I know you have to pack it, and our pack shirts too. We have to pack those and wear them on the camp out. Most packs have t-shirts, so I was making sure I did all that so my parents didn't have to wash extra laundry tonight. Like, okay, now I'm gonna go wake Jackson up. Okay, first order of the day. I am at the Cockrell Center for the Boy Scouts of America, and there's a scout shop here, and so I'm here to get my hat and then on with our errands. A lot of birds here at the grocery store, and I love birds. I'm gonna give them my potatoes I couldn't finish from my breakfast. That one's gonna fry. There they go. How pretty is that one? Oh my god, how pretty. It's like blue. All right, getting stuff for the camp out, and I feel like I'm not remembering anything even though I have a list. I feel like I'm not remembering things. I'll stop and check my list. Okay, hi guys. Sorry I'm like hunched over. I feel like I'm being like this, but I don't have, please don't start fighting. I don't have the energy for it. I don't have my tripod down here. So I was gonna show you guys what I got at the Okay, sorry. My dogs are old and they fight all the time now. They're on medicine for it. It's just, I have to stop so that they don't actually get into a fight. It's just the process of having really old dogs. Sometimes that happens. They love each other, but yeah, it's been happening more often. Those of you that have been with me for a long time know Amber and Ralph. It started happening like out of nowhere, and then it was happening more often. The only thing that would ever trigger a fight in them is like food. Like if they bumped each other's bowls, which never usually happened because I always feed them separate because food aggression is common in almost all dogs. But as they get older, they are fighting over random stuff. And then as they get in fights, they get like anxiety with each other. And my dogs are on like 2 different kinds of anxiety meds. It did help a lot, but sometimes they still act like that. Also, I have a pimple. And then I didn't get my eyelashes filled because I'm going to do it Monday and get like an eyebrow wax and all that stuff. I figured it's so silly to be going on a Boy Scout camp out, get my eyelashes filled before. We do have to wear costumes, which is the only reason I'm like, should I have done it? But I don't really care because it's an event called, I got this instead of a witch hat because I'm wearing a black dress and maybe like a cape. I can't wear my actual Halloween costume. It's Princess Peach and I don't want it to get messed up in the woods. So I thought this was like pretty cool. So I'm gonna wear this, and Jackson's gonna be Chucky from last year. I feel like this is all over the place, but I'm trying to get all of my thoughts out. So it's called Spookery. It's in the woods, like on a Boy Scout property, and they do like all these activities, like BB gun range, archery, and then at night they have trick-or-treating in the like haunted woods and pumpkin carving contest, and it's run by the Boy Scouts on their property, so it's not like when we go to a state park. So I don't have to pack like full meals because they feed us. I just have to pack snacks and drinks, which is cool. But it's Halloween themed, so I didn't want to, I had to go get Jackson a bucket because I didn't get all my Halloween stuff out of storage this year, and he doesn't have a trick-or-treating bucket. So I had to buy him a bucket for this, and then I had to find something because I didn't want to wear my new Peach costume, and I didn't want him to wear his Bowser costume and get it like messed up, you know, before. Anyways, so I got this. I was like, oh my God, it's cool. All right, let me show you guys what else I got. Jackson has one of these. It's the tiger shirts from the Boy Scout shop. I just got myself one because the kids sizes are they're pretty big. This is a kid's medium. So I got myself one for the last day. Then we wear our pack shirts, and then I have to wear my uniform, my scout uniform for the flag ceremony. But while we're there, I wasn't gonna wear just any, like this is the scout leader hat. And I haven't bought one yet because, what is that? Oh, I was like, what is on this? I haven't bought one yet because this hat is $21. My uniform shirt was almost $98. Like once I got, cause I was like, oh, I don't want to drag my sewing machine out. Yeah, go ahead. You can sew the patches on for me. And then I check out my uniform shirt is like so expensive. So this is my scout leader hat. I finally bought it because I was like, I gotta buy it eventually. Did I show you guys the parent pen? So every year in scouting, you all getting a scout lesson. When you're a parent helper, like last year, Jackson was a lion. I wasn't the leader. Our leader ended up having a really rough year and had to leave after we earned rank. And that's like, now I'm the new leader for their grade, and I plan to be as they move up. Anyways, so lions and tigers especially have to have parent partners because they're just so young. And the parents get a pen. So I have one from last year, and then I'll get one this year, even though I'm a leader. And any parents that's helping their scout, I think the parent pins go all the way up to if they're like participating and helping, but you can't wear them on your scout uniform. If you're a leader, they're not supposed to go on there. So, I got the parent pin sash. Everything I was supposed to be buying. I've been buying my uniforms in pieces, like when I had to go get the shoulder guard thing. Anyways, all right. Now I got stuff to do. I'm going to take you guys in the garage. I feel like, why am I holding this wrong face? I'm going to take you guys into the garage and show y'all my camping stuff and go through it and figure out what I'm going to use. And I'm just going to show you guys my packing process. I'll show y'all how I store my camping stuff because I buy like doubles of things. Like I have a whole toiletry thing that hasn't been touched since our last camp out. That way I don't have to pack toiletries every time we go camping. I have it in the bin that just goes with us. I'm digging this hat though. Kind of makes it look like I have black eyes right now, but it's okay. I really like it. I don't need it to like curve a little though. It's a little doofy looking up here. Yeah, okay. Okay, I put the tiger shirt on. I'm like bent over. I just need to get my tripod out, but it's really short to me because I like stuff coming down here because this is where my skin is, like right here. But I'm honestly surprised that a medium, this thing, I'm kind of worried how big this is going to be on Jackson now, but like even my arms fit well, and I have like loose skin, but I can't believe it fits. Yay. I figured if it didn't fit, Jackson would have an extra one, but no, mommy's keeping this one. Okay, so I'm like hoping to God this ibuprofen 800 kicks in really fast because I was carrying things down the stairs and my bursitis like I can feel like it's being fine, and then all of a sudden I'll like take a step and like lose my footing. So it's basically when that starts happening, it usually signals for me that like my bursitis and my hip joint is starting to swell a bit, like the whatever causes a bursitis. So like it's like you get fluid in your joint. It's hard to explain. Anyways, I can feel that happening. So I took an ibuprofen 800 really fast because I was like, okay, I'll let that kick in and help with the inflammation, and then get back to what I was doing. And then I realized that I need to send PTO emails. So I'm doing that right now. Jackson School PTO. I did not realize what I was signing up for. I'll be honest, I did not realize. And so, yeah, I need to get that done and finish the PTO stuff before I finish this, just so I don't have to worry about it again the rest of the week, and I can focus on scout stuff. And I figured I'd do it while the medicine's kicking in from my phone. All right, so here's some of my camping stuff pulled out, and then I have some inside. I have 2 different tents. This is actually my other tent. This one is massive. This is the 12-person tent, but this campsite is a shared one. So I'm taking the smaller one, which looks very similar, but this is a 6-person tent. I tried to get away with a 4-person tent, but when it was put up, I could not get Jackson and I's cot in there. So these are our cots, and what I do when we're camping is I keep these tubs. I have them labeled. See, like these are my camping tubs, and ideally, say we were going to a state park, not a property for the Boy Scouts, I would just pull these up and load them in the car because I know everything I need for camping's in them. I also have one more, but I'm not taking it. It's the fire supplies because we're in a burn ban. I can't do any fires. So what I'm going to do now is, this is, it's like a sleeping bag, but just a blanket instead of just, okay. So this I take one as a food tent. So I don't need any of this. I might take the wipes if they're not dried out and the paper towels. See, when you go camping, it's encouraged with the Scouts to use washable dishes. And so I take jugs of water. See, I've got my dish soap in there. I have hand sanitizer and soap. You guys didn't see any of that because the way I was bending over. Okay, soap, hand sanitizer, just everything I need. I don't need this time because we're not cooking. The property is, and this other bin is for food. I carry all the food in it, but again, we're not taking anything but snacks, so I can get away with that with just a bag. I am going to pull these because I do want to have these in our snack bin, and I'll take some wipes just to have some. So I'm going to load the cooler first. These are camping only pillows. See what I mean? Like, it's down to an art now that everything has their own bins. Okay, so this bin is literally like toiletries. Like, I have everything in here so that the sunscreen, all that. So I'm taking this in case I decide to shower. And I need to put the bug spray in there. These are Jackson's walkie-talkies he likes to use at camp with his friends. I did have some deep woods off in there. I'm going to take both. Then I need first aid. There's a burn ban, so I can't use the citronella. And I can't use the owlet. Here's my extra. See, I even keep my trash bags. Like I said, I literally make this, so I'm going to take a few of these so that should be enough between our dirty clothes and actual trash. I just load the car. Okay, so this is the cooler access I was talking about with my sliding door open. That way the cooler just stays in the car and I can just get in here, but I'm not going to pack it till tomorrow. Then I just pack the rest of my van in the back.
Okay, so I have talked about this and talked about this on Instagram at Christmas time about coating clear acrylic stuff all over. Goodness, it's like a sealant, protectant, clear coat spray on gingerbread houses. Usually Jackson makes his gingerbread house in like November. I spray it several coats back and forth. And it keeps pests from being attracted to it. It loses its appeal to dogs because they can't smell it anymore. And then you can use it as a decoration. If neither of those things are a problem, then don't worry about it. But for us, it is a problem. And the dogs will not go near it once the sealant stuff is on it because they can't really smell the food part of it. I will have to turn it on its back because I hot glue gun. We use our gingerbread houses as decoration. So I hot glue. This one is a chocolate house. I hot glue and then I seal it. And the hot glue keeps it from falling apart. That's another thing people ask me. One thing I will do is I will turn it on its back once everything is dry and spray the bottom side too. Just to not, I don't want any bugs attracted to it or the dogs for the rest of October. Okay, this is what I use, just so you guys know. And if it has like a roof that pitches under like that, make sure that you spray it under there too. Yeah, those are my tips and tricks. Oh my gosh, you guys, I forgot to show you what I got at the grocery store. These are always like, I could find the pumpkin ones here, but the skull ones always sell out. And I actually found one this year, so I can't wait to make that for Jackson. Not this weekend because I won't be home, but next. Or maybe during the week. Okay, I also found this at the grocery store, and usually I buy the pre-made Dunkin' coffees for camping. They always have like a kettle and they make hot coffee, but I am an iced coffee girl. I don't care if it's like -32. I want an iced coffee. So I'm going to try this now just to make sure it's not too sweet and upsets my stomach. And I got that for the mornings for me. Okay, wow. This is delicious. Like, I wish I had snagged more. When I pass the grocery store tomorrow, I might actually go in. Wow, I believe it was here on YouTube. Somebody told me to try the Chobani pumpkin spice creamer because it tasted like Dunkin'. It really does have that same taste profile as the Dunkin' Swirl. Wow, I'm like impressed. I wish I bought more now. This is so good. But I think it was on here. I cannot find the creamer, but I saw this and I honestly think it was the only one. Great. I'm just realizing that, but I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, that's like close enough because they didn't have the creamer, but this is delicious. Oh my gosh. Thank you, whoever mentioned this. I'll have to go back and find the comment. It was on like an older video. This tastes so good. I'm gonna have to make sure I don't drink it before the camp out. Okay, so you guys are seeing part of my face right now because you're propped up on the steering wheel. I am so tired. Like, I'm so tired. I'm in the carpool lane now. It's not like a nightmare like you hear about at most schools. Jackson goes to a very small private school. But I did get here a few minutes early. And because I'm so tired. I just want to like, sometimes I just walk up and get in. Like, it really doesn't matter. It's not like a nightmare story like you hear at most schools, but I just am so tired. It sounds so lazy, but like, it's so hot outside right now. I'm like dreading to like Saturday's heat. I'm hoping it's not this hot Saturday because I literally just ate a chunk of cheese and I have my liquid IV in here, and that's lunch. I was driving holding a chunk of Trader Joe's Green Goddess cheese. And I was like, I am a mess. I am so tired. I really wish I had not planned a meeting the night before we leave for camping. But there's most of the kids in my den, only about half are going. So it wouldn't really be fair to those kids to not have a scout night, you know. But I think with meetings coming up the next few campouts, we're just not going to have a meeting before that one because I haven't planned anything after December yet for the scouts. Anyways, that's my update. I ate a chunk of cheese. My car is full of stuff
all I have left is to put our clothes in here, and I don't want to put my clothes bag in here till like I'm close to leaving tomorrow, like because I gotta go to Costco tomorrow. I don't want to have my clothes bag in here. It sounds so ridiculous. I just don't have another duffel bag. When I was a teacher, one of the things I bought for myself like was a Prada duffel bag, and that's literally, I just use it everywhere, because like what's the point of buying it if you're not going to use it? So yeah, I don't want to leave a Prada duffel bag sitting in view in my car. You shouldn't leave anything in view in your car, but I take it everywhere. And last time I took it camping, like I think it was Justin was laughing. He's like, "Are you serious right now?" And I'm like, "I don't have another duffel bag, and what did I buy it for? Who wants to buy something like that and never use it?" Anyways, that's just my duffel bag story. Okay, so it is obviously nighttime, and I just got done with my scout meeting. It is like 9 o'clock at night. 8, put Jackson to sleep. Finishing up packing. I've got to put the clothes bag in here tomorrow and fill the cooler. I almost forgot my lanterns, guys. Always make a list. These are those Amazon lanterns. I'm telling you, during the winter freeze here in Texas, these saved my life. Seriously. And they're magnetic. So, lanterns. I cannot believe I almost forgot that. And then I think I'm done for tonight. Oh, I made sure to put the life. This is so chaotic, I'm sorry. I made sure to put the life vac in the car. Like, I feel like if I don't have it everywhere I go, I get anxiety and I want to order a second one. But they're expensive, so I kind of wonder if I can order it with my insurance card, like my health savings. I'll have to look into that. But I always carry it with me everywhere, but I like to keep one at home, and then I'd like to have one for the car instead of switching it out all the time. I'm gonna keep packing now. Okay, I am done. Finally, not completely done. So, I couldn't find my cape, so I'll just be wearing my black tennis dress, these, and my black combat boots. I guess I could pack my, I just don't think it's gonna be cold, so I don't think I want to pack my leather jacket. I was going to do the cape in case it was chilly, but I honestly don't think it's going to be. Like, I think the biggest thing is going to be mosquitoes. Like, that's going to be my biggest concern that night, I have a feeling. So, oh well. What was I going to say? So I'm pretty much done with the exception of the food stuff. So I need to get ice tomorrow. I need to go to Costco. And I need to prep the food that's going in the cooler. So I don't need to do meals, but like all the fruit that's going in there, I'm going to vacuum seal an individual, like not so tight that it crushes it, but tight enough to keep, you know, the stuff fresh, and to seal it so that water from the cooler doesn't seep in as the ice melts. So I just have to do that stuff tomorrow, and then pack the cooler with ice, and then bring Jackson home from school, shower him, and go. Yeah. So I was going to draw runes on my face for, the costume, and I was like, wait, but I can't really, I'm not gonna have like makeup remover. I don't want to be like stuck with that all over my face in the morning at breakfast with everyone like, hey, like, you know. So I think I'm just gonna stick with this. Okay, I'm gonna end the vlog because I am literally exhausted, and right before I got home, I got another message from the PTO, to the PTO groups, that we need to send out one more email tonight. I'm so tired, but I need to go do that, and I'm in this, and hopefully tomorrow I'm going to get this edited before, I'm worried about this tomorrow because I'm exhausted, but hopefully I'll get it edited before, what am I trying to say? Oh, before Costco opens, so it can be processing and stuff while I'm at Costco, and then I can upload it, like get it going for you guys. Hopefully you guys are seeing this on Friday. Anyways, I'll see you guys in my next vlog. Bye!